Hey, everybody, good afternoon. It's Lynn Renee McDonald for Practical Spirituality Live, and I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. Okay, and today I'm being guided by Love Energy to talk to you guys about the best way to make things happen in your 2020, in coming in now with the new year. We talked a little bit about it in some of my past videos, what's coming for 2020, and we talked about how Jupiter is in Saturn or Jupiter is in Capricorn. Okay, so and what that means. That means a lot of hard work to make your dreams happen. Well, universe is bringing to my attention to talk to you guys about how the best way to make that happen, starting and going into the new year, and how things are going to go down. All right, like when I say go down, how things are going to work energetically with the new year, and all that is love energy, that is God, astrologically, and with what's happening with the planets and what's going on. The best way for you to navigate into your future to make what you ask God or ask love for to happen. So this is what they're guiding me to talk to you about today, sage advice, and it's really actually pretty cool. But it's also to give you a heads up, as to what to look for, so you can recognize, see the things that are coming in alignment with what you've asked God for. You know, the first thing is you want to have your shit together in terms of knowing what it is that you want, what you've asked God for, and what you're working for, your goals, right? Because Capricorn, Jupiter entered Capricorn in December of last year, which was only a few weeks ago, and it's going to go into this December. And 2020 is a number 4 year. It is about square. It's a square, which is about foundations. Square, like 4 tables, or like square to hold up the top of a table. So you're building the foundation. Last year in 2019, we built the foundation in our souls for our future. That's why there was so much transformation, so much clearing out. It was like a wild, crazy year. It was an amazing year, and things did happen outside in Earth World. All right, but there was massive transformation, because in order for the dreams to move forward and make them happen coming into the future and over the next decade, because we're now in a new decade, right? Okay, in order for that to happen, we had to build the foundation in 2020 within our souls for our greatest success. Because if you don't work on your soul, and you don't work with your soul or work with love in the highest form as much as possible, and clear the blocks that stop you, and change you to make your dreams happen, then they can never happen. And that was the whole foundation for last year, or whole I don't know if premises is the right word, but whole way things went for last year, 2019. We were building that foundation for our greatest success into the next 10 years, to live our greatest lives, and also to help and assist the planet to live, and everybody to change the world from love energy and live all of our greatest lives and change the world from love, right? So that great things happen for all. All right. So this said, 2020 is your foundation Earth world year. That's Jupiter in Capricorn, building that foundation. Jupiter, like I said, is about huge abundance, great things happening, big expansion. So there's going to be expansion within you, internally, externally, and in all ways, with your dreams and anything on personal levels, and all around, and all that is in universe. Okay, so that's huge. Okay, Jupiter is in Capricorn, and Capricorn is your workhorse. It's your workhorse energy. It's your aspirations, dreams that are through the roof. Okay, so Jupiter is now in that space, but Capricorn is your workhorse energy, and it solidifies things in Earth world. So you put these two together, and then of course there's lots of other things going on, because along with this there has to be transformation, and then we have Pluto in there, other planets going on simultaneously at the same time. So these things all add to that. But in terms of this, I just want to give you a foundation of what's going on, all right, for 2020, and to guide you from universe, and also so that you get a better understanding of what is happening, so you can say, oh, this is how things are working going into the year, so you can capitalize and see what's happening, understand the energy, understand what's going on in the stars. Then it will be that much easier than if we walk through life with a blindfold and we don't know. So astrology is a fantastic guide that to assist us as we go forward in our journey and in our destiny, okay? Our personal astrology, as well as what's happening out here where it's hitting and coming together in our charts as well. Super, super awesome gifts and tools from universe to guide you into your greatest future, your best dreams, your best life. Okay, all because it is astrology doesn't mean it's set in stone. Okay, you are the creator of your reality, but you already picked this, so it'll be variations of whatever it is that you want to do, but from love, and you can always change, all right, based on free will, and you can always create whatever it is that doesn't work for you and make it work for you from love. Okay, all right, so this said, going into the future, these are some of the things that are going on, all right, into this whole new year, okay? So there's going to be a shit ton of opportunities. Every day, opportunities are going to be coming in left and right. So, ask Source that you recognize those opportunities. Ask Source, ask Love, ask God that you see them, that you recognize them. You're able to move forward with them, all right, to create your greatest dreams to happen. You see them, you recognize them, and you know which ones to take, which ones to capitalize on, which ones to go forward with. All right, to give you an idea, I had somebody who was interested in doing a fair, and they said to me, they were doing some kind of fair or event, right? And this woman is pretty established in her events. Doesn't mean she's super, super, super nearly as successful as she could be, right? But apparently she was fishing for some ideas to better her shows and events, all right? And so she sent out emails, asking people to help her to promote her events. Understandable, all right? So Universe was like, send her an email, tell her that you'll be her keynote speaker, right? So I go and I do that. So that's all of a sudden that idea comes in, but if I don't capitalize in there on that and literally put that out there to her, right? I said, you want my help, you want my promotion. I said, how about this? I suggest we do this. You let me, you and me work together, and I be your keynote speaker, right? So she said, oh, well, what is your envision, right? And then then I ended up sending her back, some of my ideas of what I see for her event and with us and what we could do, right? So that said, I'm using this as a really good example because I was going through the email. She was asking for some help. Spirit threw me this bone, and I said, okay, let me give her this, right? So out there I put it. I say, okay, how about I be your keynote speaker? Here's my plan, right? All right. So when the opportunities come, and they won't always be in the way that you think, universe is throwing them out there. This was an email, somebody looking for something, wanted to better what they were doing. And then I said, universe is like, tell her this, right? So boom, I act on it. I literally, Capricorn energy, type in a letter to her, or, the plan that she asked, she invited, right? So I send that out there to her, okay? So I am capitalizing on the opportunities that universe is bringing me right here in Earth World. I was able to see, because I read the email and I went, right? And then I was like, right? Because it literally hit a button in my soul, and that triggered universe with my soul, the God connection that I have, to say, oh, I need to send her this, right? So, and then I act on it with the Capricorn energy, okay? Again, this is Jupiter's big expansion, bringing me the opportunities, and Capricorn, and me recognizing that in my soul to do the work here. Send out the letter, because it's not going to be enough this year to just say, oh, well, I want to be a keynote speaker for here, or I want to speak at this event, or I want to do this, or I want to be successful over here, if we do not actually literally do it in physical Earth world. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Universe is going to bring you the opportunities, so they're going to be there. It is up to you to see them. You don't know how to, ask God that you do. You don't think you get it or don't get it, ask God that you do. Ask love that you do. And all these things will happen. And then you ask, if you don't feel like it, then you ask God that you feel like it. If you're cranky, ask God that you're free of being cranky. Ask Spirit for the opportunities. When you feel them, you'll know. Ask, and if you're not sure, you ask Spirit, you ask Source, you ask Love that you are sure, okay? So that's one example, right? So other opportunities come in. People walk right in my store. Hey, hey, we want to rent your space at your event for our event, and it's a holistic and spiritual thing. Would you be interested in this? So, I put it together. I'm like, okay, Spirit, are these people authentic? Are they really in alignment with, spirituality or love and changing the world? Or is this about some kind of hocus pocus? They just want to rent my space, unwell stuff. And is this in alignment with me? And is this a wise choice for me? So when the person says this, I said to them, I'll take their information, I'll take a look at it, and I'll ask Source, love, what is the best way, path, thing to do here right now for me? What is best for me, my businesses, and my dreams? And lo and behold, it's in alignment. So this person will probably rent a space in my space. But she walked right into my shop. But if I don't invite this opportunity, walked right into my shopping center, right? So if I don't take the bait, so to speak, or grab it, see the opportunity and say, okay, what do I do with this, Source? How do I handle this? And literally do an earth world. So I told her, I'll take the stuff, I'll put it over here, and I'm going to take a look at it, and I'll get back to you. So you got to be efficient, you got to be effective, and you got to get out there and do it and work with love. You will feel it in your heart. The more you work with love this year, and the more you literally do an earth world and see the opportunities, the more they will come in. Okay, these are just two really good examples. And then the next day, another two or three examples or opportunities come in to share with you. Okay, the mall space, for example, and this started even back in December, right? Back in November, actually, because many times with the planetary aspects, we feel them way ahead of time, especially if we're super, super sensitive and more in tune with God or love energy and working in that and from that space, okay? So we're going to feel things ahead of time. So a really good example was Universe bought me this face painting job at the mall. I go and I do face painting for the holidays, and then they showed me that this other people have spaces at the mall, and all of a sudden they're like, guess what? You're going to have a space at the mall. And I'm like, what? Right? Because I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I don't want a fucking space at the mall. Or like, are you kidding? But at the same time, because I'm freaking out about it, I'm like, oh my God, this is the mall, right? I'm like, what fucking spirituality belongs in the mall, right? But when universe knows what the fuck they are doing, it is love energy in its highest form. So when you feel it, and I knew, I was like, oh my God, I got to take this opportunity. They're like, you have to get a mall space, right? So we did with our business. Okay. So we put it together, and I did the legwork, the contract, the lease, the whatever, all the things, put all my ducks in a row in Earth World, explored it, literally did it, brought it together. And because of me literally doing these things, I'm ushering in my success. So we're going to be having all these opportunities coming in, but we've got to literally do it. Jupiter is bringing tons of opportunities just like this, but you can't say, well, I shouldn't do that, or I don't want to do that, or I don't feel like this. And if you have those blocks, clear them out. Say, hey, thanks for me seeing this opportunity that you bought me. Thanks for me. If this is what I'm supposed to be doing from love, thanks for me doing it. If this is part of my dreams and where we're supposed to go, and I'm not sure, thanks for me being sure. Thanks for me knowing, and thanks God for me doing it, right? And making it happen. And then literally make it happen in Earth World, okay? So this is kind of like the formula that's going to lead you through, they're telling me, through the beginning of the year and throughout the whole year. It's going to be a series of constant new opportunities in all areas of your life. In my case, we're talking about business here right now for the most part, but it has to do with everything in your life. What are your dreams? Whether it's, having a family and success in any area or any way in your life or anywhere in your life. Okay. So that said, universe, those are the things that universe wanted me to talk to you about today. So you can see what's happening in your life and see the new opportunities and how the energy is going to be working this year. Anybody who wants to sit on their ass is really going to be challenged. If you're a hard worker, it's going to be that much easier for you, because you're going to be able to roll with this Saturn energy, this hardworking Capricorn energy, because you're used to working hard, and it will be easier for you than, let's say, somebody who doesn't really want to work or likes to sit on the couch and wants to fuck around or whatever the shit is, right? And not that that's bad. You know what your soul is called into and what you should be doing from love or want to do with love, right? So So these are the tips and tools that'll be easier for you to navigate through this year, okay? Lots of sage advice here. Always, always, always work with love to create your greatest life and your greatest dreams. And that's the awesome stuff that universe wanted me to share with you. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. Happy New Year, and go and make your dreams happen. Okay, thanks. Have a great day.